Hi everyone, welcome back again. This time again an interesting one. This is more for the employer side. We're going to talk about how do we make our hiring process more impactful so that we really get the right talent that we actually need in the company. Many companies are doing some amazing stuff around hiring process. Use of technology is becoming a big thing, and I think right from artificial intelligence on how to really screen profiles, CVs, to really screening candidates through video interviews. These are all becoming very common day practices, and more companies would really move towards this to simplify the entire process of the very initial stage of hiring process. I think that's very important. The more we automate the entire process, the better would be the output, because you're getting it all backed with a lot of algorithm and data and what have you. I think that is one thing that one really needs to invest in. It's good for the HR team, it's good for the leadership team, because in end of the day you're making everybody very productive. Also cutting down the time for the candidate also. The other thing that's very important is when you're interviewing, I think that also has taken a lot of change in spite of the technology that I just mentioned about. There are multiple layers of interviews that companies are carrying out. That means it could be 5 level, 6 level, going to 8, 9 levels of interviews. People from different functions actually meeting you as a candidate. That is something the companies are really doing in a smart manner, that we're just not looking at the reporting manager or the head of department just sitting there with the HR as a panel and meeting you. I think very important is the companies are now thinking smarter, and as an organization you need to think, how do I bring in more objectivity, more insights into a candidate by involving many other people also. Related to that, I think the candidate, whichever team he's joining, doing team interviews of that candidate could be a very interesting format. That means the person, he's going to join a X team, let's have 2-3 members from that team come in as a panel and really have a good interview session with the person. Again, to really check the fitment of the person into that team. That becomes very important. Third very critical thing, I think very important, is how are we really creating an impactful thing post the interview. There are people who get rejected. That's very important. Do we really get back to them and leave a message for them that it was really nice meeting you, unfortunately we didn't find your profile suitable, but we'll be in touch with you. Not many companies do that. I think that for a future connect with the candidate is very important. Lastly, I think very important, the reference check that you do. I think reference check, there are a lot of background verification companies that are there. One should tap into them, utilize them. And of course, the best verification forever would remain that a candidate gives you the freedom to really talk to his last manager or his last organization, because those inputs are the best inputs. So I hope all these 4 broad points really help you to make your hiring process more robust and you really get the right people for your team. Thank you very much.